Some leathers, they're really tough. So you got to start with a good leather, a nice supple leather. Some suedes, they squeak when you punch them. That's how dry they are. And they hang on to your tools, so you have a hard time pulling them back out or getting them in. If your leather's real boardy, you're not going to make a good shoe right off the bat. You can wet your shoe, but wetting and drying firms your leather up, doesn't make it feel supple or smooth or soft after you're done with it. So we try to do things dry. We use beeswax on the threads. That helps to keep it all stuck together and bound, because we kind of twist them to lock them into place. And your hand sweat, if you're real sweaty and stuff, you can unlock your strings, you can make it all come apart. But wax keeps you kind of dry and keeps your fingers sticky on your tools. If you can't pull your needles through your holes, you're just going to fight these things all day long. I've been sewing since I was 19. My dad taught me. He knew back then it wasn't a really good trade to get into because it had been petering out back when he was teaching me. But he said, you know, it's still a good living and it wouldn't hurt. Sewers, they tend to be a rambunctious crowd. You stand at a bench all day and work your butt off, you get a little antsy. A good hand sewer can customize, like when he needs to. When things aren't quite right, he can pick his scissors up and trim it into play, or you know, make it work for him. As long as things aren't too tight or too loose, then you start stretching things out of proportion, and then it's not worth putting it together. You're your own boss in a sense. You're the one that determines whether you do a good job or not. If we slop it together, it's not going to be a very good piece of art, but if you take your time and you take pride in your work, then your art comes out really nice, and then people wear it, and that's why I like to build them, and maybe that's why they like to wear them, because they know this sort of, I don't know, crafted history about it. I'll walk down a stream with them, let them dry, and wear them again the next day, and I just keep doing that. And then I know whether the glue's working on them, whether the stitch is going to hold, whether the hand sewer did a good job putting the components together, if the foam is going to get saturated, or if it's not. You know, there's a lot of little variables, part of the testing program. That's part of the wearing. I guess I got the best job.